What's up everyone? We are back with another video today, and today we are going to be looking at the Mokwheel Obsidian step through, or the Mokwheel Obsidian ST. It's a step through fat tire bike from Mokwheel with a ton of awesome features, and this is a great bike that I think is worth sharing with you guys. So right off the bat, you can see the look here. This one is the camo version, so it's like definitely much more of an outdoor looking bike. You'd probably use it for like hunting or like biking in the woods and stuff, but it still looks totally normal, just like riding around. I was a little worried when I first got it that it would be too like flashy, but it's not. It's like totally normal looking, just riding around the city even. I guess starting off right here, you can tell this is a ton of suspension on this bike. It's got the front fork suspension right here, tons of travel on it, so it is very smooth. Gives a great ride. And then also it's got this kind of middle seat suspension here, which also gives it a very comfortable ride. And the really nice thing with this suspension is it gives the seat a little up and down here, so very comfortable ride. Excellent for like riding in bumpy terrain or off-roading with it. Awesome for that. It has 26x4 fat tires, Tektro hydraulic disc brakes on the front and rear, very powerful brakes, good stopping power, excellent on that. You'll notice it has front and rear fenders, these come with it, so good again if you're riding in muddy conditions or anything, you're set there. Rear hub motor, battery, as is typical of a lot of these fat tire bikes, battery goes underneath into the frame here. Is controlled with this key here, so you can take it out to plug it in, bring it in. You can also plug it in outside if you want and leave the battery in there. As I mentioned, the seat is a suspension seat, so it's got suspension in the middle here, gives you plenty of bounce and makes a very smooth ride. And then looking over here at the handlebars, it's got nice Mokwheel branded grips that's kind of squishy too, so I like that. 10-speed shifter. I mentioned Tektro hydraulic disc brakes. Throttle over here on the left side. Display over here. Funny thing is the display has left and right turn signals, but there isn't a rear light, so there's no actual turn signals on it. And then the display here is a very nice one. And the nice thing about this display too is it's actually a removable display. Hey, it's a little hard to do this one-handed, but basically it comes out like this. Kind of like the way my Urban Arrow is. So you can take the display with you. That way, if someone were to steal your bike, they don't have a display to use it. And then when you want, you just pop it right back in and it's good to go. And then you turn it on like this and you can see it lights up Mokwheel, kind of cool opening on it. So 5 pedal assist speed here. I believe it is a torque sensor. I'd have to double check it, but I believe it is a torque sensor. And then, yeah, you can see over here, you've got the Obsidian ST logo here. You know, not a ton to go over here, but overall this bike, very well made, very powerful. I've been riding it a bit and really enjoying myself. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it out, do some deliveries with it, and we'll see how it performs. So let's get to it. All right, it is an absolutely gorgeous day, and we're in November here in Minneapolis. So for it to be this nice right now, we're gonna take advantage of it. And right now we have no deliveries right now. It's the middle of lunch, so something should come up, but it's pretty dead right now. Anyway, yeah, so this is Mokwheel Obsidian step through. Excellently designed bike. It's really powerful, very smooth ride. So you can see, look at the handlebars here. It's got kind of a straight bar, really comfortable grips. It's got like a squishy thing on it here, it's a squishy pad. You got the throttle here on the left, control pad over here, and display right here. The display is really nice, good colors on it, gives you a lot of information, speed, pedal assist, all that. And then you've got a little bell it comes with, hydraulic Tektro disc brakes, and then shifters over here. And then right now I've got this quad lock also here, just a strap-on quad lock, so something just to hold me over, and it works pretty well. And yeah, in terms of like smoothness, I mean, this bike has like really excellent suspension, so you can really take this thing off-road. What is going on? I'm getting no deliveries right now. Oh, here we go. Potbellies and IDS. All right, let's go do it. All right, we finally got a delivery from Potbellies over at IDS Center. This is a big building over here. I believe it's the tallest building in Minnesota. And yeah, you know, a bike like this, you can definitely go. Pedaling is very natural. It's good natural pedaling feel. The throttle is also excellent. So really, very good bike. And with the suspension on it, it's just like a super smooth ride. So the only thing is pedal assist, kind of slow when you're on. I feel like I need to put it higher to get like more speed on it. There we go, okay. So yeah, on pedal assist 3, I feel like I have to pedal a little bit harder than I want to. So maybe I'll have it at pedal assist 4 and we'll see how that works. All right, here we go at IDS. Quick lock up. The one thing about delivering downtown is it means I need to go in and out of buildings, which can be a little bit annoying. Okay, here we are, IDS Center. Kind of feels like an outdoor feel inside. Oh boy, feel like it's gonna be a wait, we'll see. Hey, I got a delivery for a Mitchell B. All right, thank you. Okay, whew. Lucky that one was not a wait. I'm trying out this new DoorDash bag I got. My brother got it at some DoorDash event, so kind of more of a square than the other bag. It's definitely more like solid, so I kind of like that. All right, bike is still here safely. One thing about this Mokwheel is it's such a cool looking bike, but I'm really afraid of it getting stolen. All right, we got that picked up. So yeah, pedal assist. You know, I can't really understand the pedal assist. Like, it definitely does something. It feels like it should be more powerful. Not to say it's not powerful, it's definitely a good, powerful bike, but like, maybe it's because, actually, I think I gotta check what kind of sensor it is. I think it must be a torque sensor. But yeah, in terms of ride quality, this thing is just so smooth. It's a really smooth ride, just so cushiony. Yeah, the only thing is, as a delivery bike, it doesn't come with any sort of like cargo carrying capacity, so you definitely would need like a backpack, or just you could do like this with a bag, but I wouldn't want to do deliveries for too long with just like a bag on my shoulder. It'd be kind of annoying. But it's definitely a good, you know, very easy to go about 16 miles per hour, which, you know, riding around the city, you're not gonna be going that fast usually. It really depends on your environment here. I'm gonna put on pedal assist 4 though. Yeah, I don't know why it does that though. I feel like it's not on 5, it definitely goes on 4. So I feel like when I'm on 4, I don't get a lot of pedal assistance. It's almost like it's glitched out or something. I'll have to look into that a little more. On 5, it goes good, real fast. Yeah, see on 5, I just, a little pedaling and I'm flying. Yeah, so on pedal assist 5, I mean, you can see, here we go, and no problem going over 20 miles an hour easily. And here we go a little straightaway. Let's see how fast we can go on this. I mean, here we go on pedal assist 5. Absolutely no problem going to 24 miles an hour. Can easily get to 28, I'm sure. Hey.
Thank you very much.
Yep,
Have a
no problem. Take care.
Yep.
Okay, we got that one delivered. And now we're just waiting for another delivery. So we'll just kind of chill for a little bit. Chipotle. All right, let's go do it. All right, so it is absolutely dead right now. We just got a second order though. Uber Eats from Chipotle on the other side of the river here. And we are going to Northeast. We'll pick up this Chipotle order. And it's going further in the Northeast, but that's okay. Because you know what? The day is so nice right now that I'm okay biking around a little bit. But yeah, it's a very comfortable ride. You can see I can ride no-handed, no issues at all. It's not as powerful as I thought it would be. It looks a lot more powerful than it is. The throttle is like very smooth though and reliable, so depending on what you want to do, you could just throttle most of the time. But the parts on this bike definitely seem very high quality. And the range on this bike, I'm not sure, but seems totally good. I mean, I still have plenty of bars of power according to this. Okay, Chipotle's across the street here. Just out of safety concerns, I am gonna lock the bike up, even though Usually I wouldn't lock it up over here, but I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get the stuff. Oh, nice. Well, I guess I did not need to lock up my bike because it was all ready for me. My experience with this Chipotle has not always been positive, so I'm actually surprised that they were just ready right off the dot. All right, we're going to 5th Street Northeast, so we're just gonna go up this way. So here we go on a big street here. You can see the usefulness of a bike like this because I can absolutely fly. Boy, on pedal assist 5, it might be too fast. Now, one of the things I don't understand is the display has left and right turn signals, but I don't really see how those signals do anything because there's no light on the back to make a signal. So order delivered. Okay, so one issue I just noticed, I can't use this type of rear rack on it because the suspension on the seat makes it so it hits this down and then this rubs against the wheel. So I'm just riding it tall right now, which is fine. All right, well, we've done 2 deliveries. In 30 minutes, we made about $10. Not a good delivery run so far, but the bike has been working out well. It's like a good, very fast, good looking bike. You can see off-roading, excellent bike for that. We did just get another order from Grubhub from Sweet Green. So we are gonna quick go do that. Ideally, I'd like to get 5 deliveries done, but I don't know if I'm gonna hit that. I've only got 2. After I do this one, I'll have 3. So I guess we'll see. Yeah, so, you know, this bike, it's definitely as powerful as any fat tire bike I've got. And it seems like it has a lot more features, just like the way it rides and everything. And really having that suspension is just really nice. As a delivery bike, this could be really useful. You would definitely want a backpack though, like a delivery backpack. It's not that comfortable to hold a shoulder bag like this. I only do it when I'm kind of delivering just short time. Otherwise I use a delivery backpack. But yeah, you know, when you're doing deliveries, having like a step-through frame makes it easy to get on and off the bike. And then having the suspension really makes it comfortable. Ooh, yes, this is a good one. Jimmy John's, the City Center. Oh, we're definitely gonna do that one. Okay, well, we just got an Uber Eats order from Jimmy John's, paying $9. It's going to City Center. So I'm guessing I'm gonna have to bring it inside, which means I'm gonna have to lock up the bike. But that's okay. So I think I'm gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna pick up this Jimmy John's first, just because it's paying so much. And Jimmy John's is usually on point. Is this like a big Jimmy John's order? Well, I mean, no, it's just a high tip order. Oh, it's just a regular order. All right, sweet. So the only thing I've noticed is it seems, I can't really understand the pedal assist. Seems like it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, so I don't know. It's not like a very consistent power outage, I feel like, on the pedal assist. One thing is this bike is a little bit more expensive than your typical fat tire bike. It's definitely a slight step above some of the other fat tire bikes out there, mainly because of the torque sensor as well as the suspension on it, because it's got like extra suspension. So you'll want to factor that in if you're thinking about this bike. I do think it's a good bike though, but it might be a little bit much for, you know, if you're using it as a delivery bike. You don't really need this much power from a delivery bike and all these features, but you know, it definitely has a lot of uses outside of being a food delivery bike also. Definitely in terms of off-roading, this is probably one of the better bikes out there for off-roading for like the price too. Here we are at Jimmy John's. I don't usually like to leave my bike unlocked out here, but it's a big window, I can see it, so I'm gonna do this, and as long as I can see the bike, I think I should be fine. Hello. Hey, how's it going? I got a delivery for Mike D. Hold on, oh yeah, sure. For Mike?
Yep.
Perfect, thank you. All right, sweet. Going to City Center right there, and it's a delivery pin, so I need them to come down. Hopefully they come down quickly. City Center is just across the street here, so this is like really close. All right, here we go. And they are not here, so I'm gonna give them a call. Hi, this is Kevin with Uber Eats. Hi, yes, I'm just outside of the Marriott with your order. Hey, how's it going? Mike?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. I just need to get the delivery pin from you. You're good?
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one. Right. Nice. That was a good one. As long as I didn't get tip baited there, that paid really well. And now we are going to do this next delivery from Sweet Green, and then it's going back across the bridge. That'll be 4 deliveries. We might call it there if we don't get anything else. We've been out for about an hour. And I think we'll make about 25 bucks. So that's all right. Actually, it's not so bad. Right now, I kind of prefer throttling it. Just a little faster and more fun for me. Although, there's definitely a bike you pedal though. You can definitely pedal this bike. But sometimes I'm just feeling a little lazy. All right, here we go. Sweet Green, right over here. Sweet Green never puts the fork in there, which most people need that fork. We're just going across the river, dropping it off on Main Street. So this bike is definitely a higher end bike, I would say. I wouldn't necessarily get this bike purely as a delivery bike. I think you can do a lot better with just like a basic, you know, cheaper bike if you're just looking for a food delivery bike. But as an overall bike, if you're like looking for a fat tire bike, this bike is not a bad option. Just because it's a pretty affordable bike still, but it has a lot of like features to it with the suspension and like, you know, the removable display and all that stuff. So that's not bad. I would say it's definitely probably more than most people need in a bike. But you can tell that this bike is definitely very well designed. Like there's no doubt in my mind that this bike has lasting power. Really the only hang up for me with this bike is just the price of it. Because I believe it's gonna be more than $2,000 for this bike. And there are a lot of fat tire bikes out there that, you know, are a little bit worse, but they'll be like 1,500 bucks. And then you can go really low and get like a $1,000 bike. So you got a lot of choices. That being said, this bike is definitely a good bike that I would recommend. It's probably my best fat tire bike I have right now, I would say. But yeah, having a bike like this works real well for riding on bricks. That's what I'm doing right here. Oh, here we go. Got that order delivered. It's 4 deliveries, about 1 hour out here. I'm gonna say, I think we made about 25 bucks. So 25 bucks per hour. Not terrible, not great. And I think we are gonna take this back. So yeah, ultimately, this bike, very fun bike to ride. You can see how the delivery run went with it. It's a good solid bike. You know, range seems pretty good too. I'm gonna guess you could ride pretty much all day with this bike and you'd be fine, especially if you pedaled. And you can see, super fast bike. It's got a lot of power, hills, no problem. And the big, huge tires are gonna really make it easy to ride around. Also, the assembly on this bike was super easy compared to some of the other bikes I've had. But yeah, right now, I would say this is probably my top fat tire bike I own. You know, my 2 favorite fat tire bikes are probably this one. I really like my Leogar fat tire bike, and then probably like the Aventon. Yeah, a lot of good fat tire bikes out there. For the most part, most fat tire bikes are pretty similar. This one here kind of separates itself with the suspension and the removable display. But otherwise, the power and everything is pretty much the same as most of these other bikes. But I think it's a good bike. I would recommend it if you're in the market for a bike like this. And if you're looking for a bike with a lot of suspension that's like really made for going off-roading, this is a good bike for that. But yeah, I think that's probably gonna do it. So we ended up doing 4 deliveries, 1 Grubhub delivery, 3 Uber Eats deliveries. We didn't do any DoorDash. We're gonna make about 25 bucks. We were out here for about an hour, so a little more than an hour actually. So not the best delivery run, but it's okay. We made a little bit of money and, you know, we had fun riding a bike and trying out a different new bike. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this delivery video and this video here on the Mokwheel Obsidian step through. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit that like button if you like what you see. Subscribe for more videos like this. And until next time, I'm gonna see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everyone.